Take you back to the starting line where Shawn Langdon and Spencer Massey wait. Look back in Larry Dixon's pit as well, because, you know, they get them right back there, get them apart. Look at that. Already in pieces. They face Doug Coletta when they come up in second round. And it's time now for our Fram specs.
Well, since we're talking about the input shaft, let's give you a little bit of more information. They cycle them out after about 40 runs. The cost for one is about $750. You see the dimensions there. The reason we have Larry Dixon's video up here, this is from Gainesville in elimination semifinals. He broke an input shaft, which basically connects the clutch to the rear wheels. And when that happens, the engine lets go. That's about $40,000 worth of damage. And because of that, they now cycle those input shafts out at 25 runs instead of 40.
Now, we're talking two really new guys who are really good at leaving, Mike.
Two of the best, I'll tell you, in the last 3 seasons. Remember, Spencer Massey didn't run last year, but right, he's been first pretty much most of the time. 89% of the time he leaves first. Shawn Langdon right there, 82% of the time he's off the line first.
Gary Gerald.
Most drivers in Top Fuel would love an 070 light. That would be great. But for these guys, Massey says, I want to be in the 30s, the 40s, no worse than the 50s. He's been tremendous, but they've been struggling with a hot weather setup. He says the weather may be playing into our hands in this first round. We've got to take advantage of it right now.
There's Spencer Massey, 100% off the line percentage this year.
Don Perdome, when he was in the booth with us at Pomona, said he is the best natural lever he has ever seen.
When Don says it, wow.
People listen.
That is some accolade. Trouble, though. They came ripping off that line. Look at that, an 047 to 049. Massey takes the win, 391, 312 miles an hour. He will face Del Worsham.
Well, Spencer Massey finally got left on an 047, 049. That's only 2,000ths of a second. I mean, we don't even count that as drivers. Both of these guys had great reaction times, but unfortunately for Shawn Langdon, Spencer Massey had the better car on this particular occasion, and that 391 advances him.
Well, the Lucas Oil ladder, now that the first round of Top Fuel is complete, looks this way and matches up this way with Larry Dixon and Doug Coletta. Tony Schumacher and Antron Brown, that will be huge.
Other side of the ladder, Brandon Bernstein's going to go up against David Grubnick. Grubby's going to have lane choice in that, and then Del Worsham with that 388 will have lane choice over Spencer Massey.
Let's go to the stat guy, Lewis Bloom.
Well, you got to love that matchup with Del Worsham and Spencer Massey. We got to give some love to Del because at Gainesville he took out the entire DSR Top Fuel team. He took out Antron in the second round. The semis he beat Spencer Massey. Of course, the final Tony Schumacher. Guys, there's got to be bonus points for that.
We were talking about calling Corey.
Well, back in the pits, Antron Brown, he's already getting the fuel ready, and he knows he has a major matchup because it's Tony Schumacher, and Tony just really laid the numbers down.